as Spider-Man, I liked him less than when he was Peter Parker. Like with Ned, all those scenes with him and Ned, fucking doing their fucking secret handshake and shit,
being gay together.
I was like, that's Peter Parker. That's cool, you know. But then he's Spider-Man, and you're like, he's just a dork. That's cool. He looks like a.
Oh, my stream is working now.
It's working.
The volume and shit. Yeah, it's not like loud, but it does the job.
Let's see. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna mute that. It's very loud, but.
Yes, I can go back to Minecraft.
You might want to turn your volume down a little bit.
Is it like killing?
Oh. Here, how about I play it for you over my phone?
Okay.
This is at max volume, by the way, on my phone. This is what it sounds like. I'm gonna play it.
Oh yeah, that's loud. I don't know how to turn it down.
Don't really worry about it. Nobody's here.
Yeah, no one's gonna really care. I just want to show you it. Alright. So, I'm gonna start a fucking new world, because... Yeah.
Alright, let's see this mod.
A lot of the worlds I have are just to test shit. No, not creative. What am I doing? We're gonna go in survival. We're just gonna allow cheats just in case. Leave the bonus chest on. As for the fucking name, I don't know. Mod.
I got one. Oh, wait. Do you want a seed or do you want a name?
Any. It doesn't really matter.
Let's call it, call it Baba Booey. Baba Booey, dude. B-A-B-A-B-O-O-E-Y. Baba Booey.
Wait. It's B-A-B-A.
Yeah.
And then
E-Y.
E-Y?
No, it's double-O-E-Y.
double-O-E-Y. Baba Booey. Okay.
Baba Booey.
Fuck it. I'm a pussy. I'm gonna go on easy right now.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it is lagging a little bit, by the way.
The stream?
Playing out. Yeah. It's a few seconds delayed, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I don't really need it to be like super synced up, as long as they could see the gameplay.
Using experimental settings are not supported. Thanks.
That's what you get for trying, you know what I mean?
That's what you get for being fucking gay. I'm sorry.
Can you imagine?
So, did you add like new mobs or anything, or just like new items?
There's a few new mobs. I wasn't really going for like the same kind of like, you know how mod creators always do this shit where they're like, oh yeah, tons of new weapons, but it's just like sword reskins.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to have like unique weapons and stuff that you can get, but like for one, the challenge of getting them is way harder, and like they actually each do something different. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to do creative just to show them off, this would definitely be the spot to do it in, considering you're on a fucking island.
Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, I'm just trying to jump on this chest.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm just trying to break it because, okay, so I made fishing like way better. Like it honestly, I think my fishing is way better than vanilla ever has been. Like fishing in my mod is so rewarding, and I'll show you why if I get fucking string. So another thing with string is apparently, and you know in the base game, if you get string, you can make wool.
Yeah.
Well, I basically made it so you can turn wool back into string, because I thought it was really stupid that once you craft it into wool, you can't turn it back into string. So it gives you 4 string back if you want to recycle it.
Wait, what the hell is that behind you?
Him?
Yeah.
He's I think it's either a goblin or orc. I forgot what I called him or them, but like they're around your world. They're not hostile to you unless you hit them, kind of like pigments, but they do drop these like leather sacks, which sometimes have good loot in them. So like I probably will try to fight him now. I just don't want to die like I'm a bitch, because this guy, their knockback resistance is pretty good. So like, because he has armor, but I got one. Yay. Okay. They don't have much health because they do spawn all over the world, and I didn't want them to be like... They're a common enemy, so they're not going to be like extremely hard to fight.
So what's in the stack? Oh, right. And by the way, when you said I got one, that was exactly when you started hitting the orc on my screen. I just wanted to let you know.
That's hilarious. Okay, let's see what's in the sack. I got some copper coins and some shurikens.
Shurikens, wow, you added some cool shit.
I wanted to add ranged weapons as a class, like, because I know there's the bow and the crossbow and the trident technically, but there's not enough like ranged things. Like these are consumable, so like when you throw them, you're not going to get them back, but you have 6 to throw at enemies. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
I also made throwable dynamite, which is a thing that a lot of people have always wanted. Bombs destroy blocks, dynamite doesn't. So like that's the difference. Dynamite's kind of used as a ranged weapon more than it is for destroying blocks. But you get those the same way. You get them from the bags.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm adventuring out a little bit.
You're a regular mod developer now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've always wanted to do it because I've always had all these ideas for Minecraft, but I've never been able to really implement them. So, like, being able to mod is, like, very, like, it helps me get all my ideas, like, onto paper, kind of, like, playable.
I get that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, every fucking 12-year-old boy dream was to work at Mojang at one point. You know what I mean?
When Minecraft dropped, everybody was like, I want to be working for fucking Minecraft.
Because I would add emerald armor. I actually didn't add emerald armor. Like, the one thing that I didn't add
the one thing that's your brand, you didn't add?
Yeah, I didn't add anything with really emeralds. Emeralds are, like, just currency, and I want them to stay that way, because I want it to stay true to the vanilla experience. Because I made another form of currency, which is old copper coins, and it's kind of like the outdated form of currency. So like, because I'm trying to set up lore also with my mods, since I watch a lot of like Minecraft theory videos, I take a lot from the ancient builder shit. Like there's ancient builder mobs that roam around the world, and they don't really do anything to you. They kind of just mind their own business. There's variants, so there's like one with a sword, one with a pickaxe, and one with an axe to like chop down trees and shit. But
really?
Yeah, because like I want there to be like the backstory of like these almost transcended beings, because like they're transcended humans and you can't really communicate with them anymore. Like they're not like fully Endermen, because honestly I don't like the Enderman theory where it's like, oh yeah, they were builders at one point. I like to believe that Endermen are really their own thing, like their own alienated species.
I think that makes sense. I always imagined that Endermen were like, you know, I didn't think that they were related to the dragon, but I actually think that they might have been a species that existed in the end, and the dragon enslaved them.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
They attack you when you attack the dragon. It's kind of like an entity came in and possessed them all, like a hive mind. So they were like their own thing, and that's how the end city exists, but it wasn't like... Because, have you like, I don't know if you noticed this, but with the end city, right, like, it exists, but it was, like, kind of destroyed, you know what I mean? Like, it's not in perfect condition.
For sure.
You know? So that's what I always imagined, was like, okay, well, Endermen were their own individual species, the dragon came and enslaved them, and that's why, like, the end city and shit fell apart, is because they lost their own free will, so they had no way to, like, you know, continue that process. They had no way to continue building the city. They had no way to continue, like, their work with the Elytra and things like that, or the End Portal.
Yeah.
I think that they made. What the fuck are those cows?
Oh yeah, I added 27 cow variants. So like,
why?
I don't know. I got really fucking high, and I'm like, you know, it'd be a great idea, cow variation. So now there's different types of cows, but they don't really do anything different. They're just skinned differently.
That just seems like a very, very long amount of effort just to make no difference.
Not really, because what you do with this is you can copy and paste code. So I just copied and pasted the cow code a bunch, and I just added different skins. So yeah, that's all I really did with that.
That sounds fun.
All right, because I like variation in video games. I think Minecraft doesn't really have enough of that. So, oh, I got a katana. I might have to make this rare because you shouldn't be able to get this early on.
What? Is the katana really good?
It does how much damage? It's really fast, but it does 4.6 attack damage, which is like more than a stone sword, but it's extremely fast, so you can spam click it. Because the thing with PC is they still have the cooldown, the fucking weapon cooldown thing.
Oh.
So this is actually insanely good on PC. On fucking Bedrock, if we were playing on that, it would be just a normal sword. It wouldn't be good. But, you know, it's way better on this because I can fucking swipe really fast.
Well, honestly, if you wanted my input, I would probably say that wouldn't a katana be... I mean, it wouldn't be much stronger, but like from what I understand from my, my gamer days watching Forged in Fire,
yeah,
I know that katanas are actually a little bit stronger than broadswords. Oh, you're gonna die.
Yeah, these guys don't attack me though, so I'm good unless I attack them. I should make them aggro, but I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they're stronger than broadswords, but they're less durable than broadswords, because broadswords have more iron forged into them, you know?
Yeah, so I might make the iron katana, like, very, very, like, limited durability, because it is a lighter piece of metal.
Yeah, like, they break much easier, especially if you're, like, slicing them into armor.
Yeah.
Like, that's how they worked with, like, the sand, like that. Like, that's why they knew all the fucking pressure points. Because that was the openings in the armor were like pressure points between the shoulders and shit like that. So they would stab your katana through there to immobilize the opponent and then kill them.
Oh, I got a gold coin?
That's how it worked. You got a gold coin?
I got a gold coin. That means I can trade with a miner. And not that kind of miner.
a miner, like
Yo, you have no idea how long it took to learn how to fucking put in, like, a trading NPC in this. You would think it'd be easy, like, the fucking, like, villagers, but it's way harder. Like, it takes so much fucking effort to, yeah, like, because it's not really built into the creator to, like, really have modded, like, to have traders, so you have to kind of be creative with it, and I was very creative with it, so, like, I had to, like, look up all these tutorials and shit. But I figured out how to do it, but he can only trade you 6 items because if you do it anymore, it gets way overcomplicated and then the game will crash. So he's only able to trade you 6 randomized like items each time.
Huh. Well, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah. But I also added in here, a lot of them are actually from Minecraft Dungeons because I consider Minecraft Dungeons canon to the Minecraft universe. So I'm like, I want to add weapons from like canon Minecraft. So definitely the katana was on the list because it does that. It does that in Minecraft Dungeons. It's way faster than a normal broadsword. It just does less damage.
Huh. Well, then that's fine. I mean, I didn't know about that. I never actually got to play Dungeons, so...
That's if you're going by...
I'd rather the damage be scaled to the way that it is in canon lore.
Yeah, like, and the thing with Minecraft Dungeons is you can't use power scaling when it comes to weapons, because literally there's like, you can have a level 1 katana, or you can have a level, like, 100, which does, like, 254 damage each hit. You know what I mean? It goes up way much. So it's like, I can't really put that in Minecraft because no mobs have that much health, like base mobs.
Yeah.
It'd be overpowered. So I have to weaken it a little bit.
Up the health of every single mob in the game, and that would be like way too much work.
Yeah, I mean, I have bosses. The bosses are very in development right now, meaning like they don't really serve much purpose as of just the stronger mob.
Okay, well, I mean, can you, like, just show me some of the stuff? Like, I know you have cheats enabled. I'm really curious to just see what you added. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Well, I want to use a little bit of the basic crafting, but I will get myself, like, a fishing pole, just so you can start to see, like, the fishing loot, because the fishing loot is kind of, like, the introduction to, like, progressing, really. Like, honestly, if you start fishing right away, like, you're gonna get good shit. Not pressure plates, fishing rod. So yeah, if you do a playthrough, remember fishing is the way to go.
Is it placed in the order?
Yes. Fishing, huh? That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, whoa, that's I saw you scroll down. That's, whoa.
Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff so far. Because I've been working on this forever, basically, like the beginning of 2020.
How about enchantments? I was curious about that. Did you add any new enchantments?
See, the thing with enchantments is a very difficult thing to, like, master. Not master, like, to make one. So I didn't really add any enchantments. I think I might have tried, and then I gave up halfway through. Because it's, like, you can have the enchantment. Yeah, it's there. You can get it from the table. The problem is making the enchantment do something. That's the hard thing. Like, you have to do all these procedures, because remember procedures from fucking computer science?
From App Inventor class.
Yeah, when they get so complex, it's like, it's so annoying, because especially if you, like, went through all of it, and then you fucking just accidentally deleted your work. Oh my god, it's the most annoying thing. I don't want mending. Why did I pick mending up? I wanted loot of the luck of the sea.
Because I always wanted to add that when I was a kid. I always wanted to add thunder aspect, where if you hit something, you would cause like a small. Because I know with like command blocks, you can cause lightning to spawn, but it doesn't actually come from the sky. Like it's just like 2 or 3 blocks of it.
Yeah,
I always wanted to add that.
I added a weapon similar to that. I added because I added the hammer from Minecraft Dungeons, and the hammer from Minecraft Dungeons has like 3 variations. So like one's
I've seen that. I've seen the one that does the lightning thing. It's super cool.
I added that one, and then I also added like the void one, which you get by killing the dragon. Like it's a rare drop from the dragon.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna get it on the first try, but like it's if you keep grinding up the dragon, you'll eventually get it. Luck at the sea, and what else am I need to learn? Fucking forgetting. Okay, there we go.
Well, I think that it's super cool. I'm shocked you never told me that you were making a Minecraft mod.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, like, didn't want to tell anyone at first because I'm like, what if it's really shitty? And, like, when they see it, they're like, oh, that's your mod. You added, like, an emerald sword. Because there was a lot of trial and error. Like, I made so many mods before this, and a lot of the mods were just really stupid shit. Like, oh, yeah, I added emerald armor. So I did do that the first time. And then I regretted it because I'm like, well, it's cool, but you get so many emeralds that it's kind of broken. Because if it's, like, diamond tier or close to it, it's like you can get this super easily now because the Village and Pillage update.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to really do that anymore. So I kind of just went with like stuff that's already like laid out for me and shit that I've kind of just like made up, like theories of my own.
Wait, why does it say Hoglin growls? Do Hoglins spawn in the overworld in this mod?
No. Okay, so the reason why is because I don't have custom sounds right now because I haven't really worked on the sound development for the mod. So I have to use current fucking
Oh, I see.
Mobs.
So the goblins sound like Hoglins.
Yes, a lot of the mobs share the same fucking sound files. I haven't really.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't blame me for that.
It would take forever. Like, it would take me hours to do it, and I'm eventually going to do it. It's just right now it's not a priority. Like, as long as the game works, that's all I care about. Fuck, I'm gonna lose my shit. This is a time where I should go into creative mode. Okay. So, I don't know if you've been seeing me fish yet. I don't know if it's delayed too much.
You're fishing, but... Whoa, what the hell are those? What the hell is that thing?
This?
Is that an eel?
Yeah, it's an eel. Fuck it. I showed you it. Basically, I'm just going to just show you the mod, because I was going to go through survival, but the development might take a long time to get to, like, actual good shit, so I'm just going to go straight into it. Okay, I'm quitting from this world.
Once I get Minecraft PC, I'll definitely be willing. Oh, yeah, you might want to go into creative now. That would be a good time.
Oh, I did it just in time, yeah, on the stream.
Yeah, that guy was right on your ass.
Okay, so, create new world.
Blue belly eel. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I added...
The sprite work yourself, right?
No, not with a lot of it. A lot of it I used fucking templates. Some sprites I did do myself, like, you see the gold coins and, like, the fucking shurikens, I did those myself. And even the pouch I did a little bit, like, I worked a little bit on.
by AJ. She says she wants to sleep. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Yeah, like you see the armor that the orcs are wearing. I custom made this, so like I did do the texturing for this, and it's like the one thing that I thought I did a good enough job at.
I like the helmets the most. I always wanted that, a full faced helmet. I never understood why they didn't do that.
Yeah. So this is all the loot you can get from fishing, not including vanilla things you can get from fishing. So you can get crates, you can get pike, crab, catfish, blood stingers, sand trout, bonefish, blue jellyfish, fire carp, abyss lurker, angelfish, abyss eel, purple koi, blue striker, toxic koi, abyss pike. Wait, why is there two abyss pikes? Did I already say abyss pike?
I don't know.
No, abyss lurker. Yeah, abyss lurker.
Abyss eel right now. Purple koi, blue striker.
Lucky clownfish, freshwater snapper, blood catfish, water mite, yellow koi, green jellyfish, orange jellyfish, red trout, obsidian carp, freshwater carp, sardine, roof. I don't know how to say that, but it's a type of fish. It's RUFFE, golden pike, blue belly eel. You just seen rainbow trout, ghastly flathead.
What do they do though?
They're all kind of just fish, like you can eat them. Some of them do have special attributes, like if you eat the lucky clownfish, you get a little bit of luck, but it's only for like 6 seconds, so it's like not enough to do anything. I kind of just wanted to add it as a joke, like imagine like a green fucking clownfish. And then there's baby squids, which are just edible little squids. Sunfish, dark water trout, starfish, which starfish does another thing where it gives you regeneration for a little bit, and the crab, when you eat it, also gives you resistance.
That makes sense. What are the glowing, flashing things?
These are guardian trackers, so I wanted to make, you know how I added all this loot to fishing? So I added all this loot to fishing, but I also wanted there to be challenges. So, like, sometimes when you fish up... Sometimes when you fish up, you'll get one of these, which is a guardian tracker, and it goes off and spawns a guardian right in front of you as you fish it out of the water. So it's a little bit of a challenge. But then there's a boss. So the boss is the prophet, or I think it's either the prophet or the prophets.
Sure.
And basically, the prophets are like this copperized fucking guardian. And I'll show you it here. It's a little bit messed up with how it moves and shit.
Yeah, you don't have any water either. You might want to make some water.
No, he can fly. So the thing is, he can fly. Yeah.
The prophet. It's a cool sprite too.
Yeah, I custom made the model, so I am proud about that. Like he's a 3-headed fucking guardian. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That is sick.
Because
that is super cool.
There's the guardians, then there's the elder guardians. So I'm like, there should be something above the elder guardians, like the main man.
That's the main man. The item that he drops when you kill him.
He does drop an item. Let me see if I can find it. So these are the weapons right now. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but they all do different things, so that's why.
I can't see them yet.
Okay, well they're loading in. They'll probably be loading in on yours.
There's some. Whoa, is that one animated?
Which one?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, the ancient curse.
Golden on fire.
Yeah, that's the ancient curse gold sword.
Holy shit, these look awesome.
Yeah, a lot of them are custom made. I only took a few of them from Minecraft Dungeons, like the hammers and shit, because I don't know how to sprite that good.
I understand that.
But I'll show you off the Stormlander first, because I know you definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
This is the Stormlander, so I don't know if it's showing on your screen yet, but...
Yeah, the Stormlander. You just pulled it into your inventory.
Yeah, it does massive amounts of damage.
I mean, obviously some of it, I can tell that some of it's just like, that's exactly what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, bro, I definitely see you maining this if you play my mod.
Oh yeah, 100%. I love electric weapons. I think they're the coolest.
And you know how to get it, right? I'll explain it. So basically, there's gonna be this biome. Well, there's multiple biomes already, but in one of the biomes, there's this ancient Greek rune kind of looking things, and I just called them ancient shrines or whatever. But let's see if I can actually find one in a world, because I can just generate a world and then look up the locate command or whatever. But yeah, I definitely am eager to show this off, because I don't know, like, I've been having a lot of fun with making mods and shit. I wish I could do it for like a job, but I know it's kind of hard to get into that.
Well, I mean, I know you're not really interested in getting back into the YouTube scene.
Yeah.
But if you wanted, you could probably do a development series where you just have a channel like covering the development of the mod.
Yeah.
And open a Patreon where people can support it if they're interested.
Yeah,
you have to commit to making more like original content for it, not just like, because I know the Minecraft Dungeons shit is cool and I like that.
Yeah.
And I think people are going to enjoy that. But I think they're also, like, a lot of people, when they're looking for a new mod, want shit like that, but they also want stuff they've never seen before.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Guardian,
yeah,
is shit that people will pay to see.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like, there's a phantom boss called Phantasma, and he's a giant fucking phantom.
That's cool. That's a cool name for it, too.
Yeah, he shares the same model as fucking the Ender Dragon, but with a little bit of modification. So, like, I trimmed out his arms and shit, so he doesn't have arms anymore. He's kind of just like, he shares the Ender Dragon's model, but he's not a direct copy. And he shoots fucking... Wait, does he shoot anything? I don't think he shoots anything. He just rams into you and does a lot of damage, but he, when he rams into you...
Does he destroy blocks, too?
Like, No, because I just wanted to be more Phantom-like. So when you hit him, he actually disappears, and then then when he reappears, you don't know where he's gonna be. So he kind of does like a thing where he evades your attack, or not evades it, like kind of just gets away. I don't know how to describe that.
A vanishing effect.
Yeah, kind of like that. He has a visibility for a little bit.
That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can find one of the ancient shrines to show you why, like, you want to find these, because these are the chests that you want to find, because they're the ones with the good items. Like, the way you get the Stormlander is you need this book, and the only way to get the book is to find one of these ancient shrines. It's a rare chance to even get it from the chest.
Nice.
They're supposed to be in this biome, but they're difficult to find. Game mode, spectator. Oh, I found one. I already found one. Yeah, so these are just one of the designs, because I also like variation with structures, so...
Oh, you actually make dungeons too?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This is all custom made dungeons and shit that I made. Creative. So.
Hey, well, I am super. I actually think this is really fucking cool.
Thank you.
The torches are custom too?
Yeah, they're.
I know.
They're just fucking like a lesser light torch kind of. I just wanted them to be more like ancient looking.
So I dig the shit out of that. That is really, really cool.
So you see the marble statue and shit, like, it's just an ancient shrine you can find, and then
I like that.
If you're lucky and you get one of these from a crate while fishing, an ancient key, you can open up one crate, or if you have a lot of them, like if you grind them out, you can open up all 4 crates, all 4 chests. I mean, the ancient chests.
That is sick. That is sick. You actually made the. Oh my god, that's cool.
Yeah, they give you...
And you have custom sections for your mod menu, too? Like the little... I see that at the bottom. Like,
oh, yeah. So, this is just some of the loot you get. I don't think I'm going to get any weapons from this.
But the chest just shatters when you interact with it, though. It doesn't let you, like, actually open it, right?
Nah. It's kind of like more of a loot box than a fucking chest.
I see.
But, yeah.
It's still pretty cool. Like, I assume the longer you developed it, it would probably...
Yeah, you can make it function as a container. Yeah, you can make it function as a container. Like, you can do that. It's just like I said, the procedures for a lot of things are just time consuming. But it's definitely would be worth it to customize it, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I can't watch the stream anymore, but I was going to ask, your phone is still the same number, right?
Yeah.
All right, I have to run out and pick up food. So I'm going to call you from the car and we can keep talking.
Yeah, for sure.
Just give me like 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to shut my PC down then, so I will talk to you in a sec.
Got it. Yo, where's the food at? Baby, thank you so much. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, wait, am I still on the fucking Discord? That's why my phone's not working.
Yo!
Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to, I was in a bit of a hurry. So yeah, no, it was, that is super cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I think that, honestly, if you wanted to try and pursue that, I seriously think, it would be pretty cool to, like, if you kept working on it, if you made little, like, development updates and anything.
Yeah, I did actually release the first update publicly because, like, people have been commenting on it and shit, and I even got mod of the week on the thing. It's just, like, no one's given me, like, feedback. Like, I want to know what people want added to it, but no one has given me feedback. They're just like, great mod, this and that. That's like the one thing I need is feedback for sure.
Yeah, no, I think, if you want, I mean, I have to obviously buy it first, but, if you want me to be like a play tester for it, I would be totally down to do that.
For sure.
When you feel comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Of course.
For sure.
Because that would be super fun.
Yeah, and getting feedback.
Content.
Like adding people's comments to the game.
Yeah. Definitely. So, no, dude, that is just super cool. I can't believe you learned how to do that after just taking one class.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it shares the same code. It's easy enough. Like, you know how easy it was to learn.
Right Yeah, well, I mean, for class it was pretty easy.
Well, then again, he did give us, like, some days he wouldn't help us at all. Or not help us at all, we wouldn't do class, which was kind of a bummer. Because I would have learned even more. But,
yeah. Man. I mean, I knew that you enjoyed that class a lot, but wow. I didn't know how many applications that had. That is just...
Yeah, like, the first time I made that game that we had to make for... You know, like that helpful game that we had to make.
Yeah.
I had so much fun with that because I added shit that like I didn't have to add. Like I added an Easter egg boss fight that you would get to if you clicked enough trees.
I remember playing that on the. Oh my
yeah,
God.
like
I forgot about that.
After that moment, I'm like, I do like development of like games, but I don't really want to. I kind of want to just mod current games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I could see you doing, like, a full-ass fucking development for a game, like, from the scratch. But with me, I kind of just like editing that current game, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that, like, actually develop anything. I'm not that great with code. I could write a pretty good story, and I might be able to do some character design, but code's not my, even programming in general is not my strong.
If you're down, you know how to do pixel art?
I mean, I've dabbled in it. I've never actually, like, you know, worked really hard on it, but when I was a kid,
yeah,
I did a game, like a very small platformer where we did like 10 levels.
I remember I played it.
Summer camp class. Yeah, you played it.
Yeah, it was hard.
Well, not the enemy art, but the player art, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's what we used to get together. So if I actually put more time into it, I feel like I could probably produce some stuff for you.
For sure. I mean, all I care about is like block textures.
Yeah. No, yeah. If you wanted my help with that, I'd be down to give you some things. Just, you know, give me a request. I'm not saying it would be like instant.
No, yeah.
It might take a few days to get done with because of school and work and all that, but you know, I would work on it.
I mean, even if you just wanted to fuck around and just like make pixel art.
Yeah, no, there's no way. It was no, yeah, I would totally do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Plus, the stuff that you already got is a great start. You know, like I mean, the fact that you were able to do 3D models, like for the boss you put in, that was like that blew me away because I was like,
yeah, the app you use for that is called Blockbench.
Really?
Yeah, it allows you to just create a model from scratch, which gives you a Java file, and then with the Java file, then you edit the movements in the mod development thing.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hell, if I might even try dabbling in that a little bit.
Yeah.
Too.
For sure.
Dude, I mean, that just blows me away. You know, you did a lot. Like, wow. That. I mean, I'm just kind of in shock. You know, because I didn't expect it to be as like put together as it was when you were like, well, it's still in development. And I was like, oh, so he's only going to have like maybe a couple of mobs and a few items. But then you like were like, well, I have full structures and a few different trading systems. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute now.
I mean, I also have another dimension, but it's just an addition to the Nether. So like, there's a deeper Nether, which I mean, it's cool, but I don't really know the use for it right now. It just has different blocks.
I mean, if you wanted a suggestion, I think it would be cool if, since you were saying it was a deeper Nether, to have like a stronger Wither, because that always bugged me, that the Wither was always like the weakest. You know, like I had more trouble beating the Elder Guardian than I did with the Wither because he drowned. At least, you know, but with the Wither, you know, you could make like an even tougher one, or like a boss in the same vein, you know, like in the same family.
I did actually do that already.
Really?
Yeah, I call them.
That is cool.
I call them the Ancient Ones. It's basically
that's a cool name too.
He's basically a giant ass Wither, with the heads of the warden.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, I would love to be involved. That man. Yeah. A lot of that stuff was really cool. Like, I mean, seriously. And I don't know how sound design works, but you know who might? Oh, you know who might? Honestly, maybe I'll try and get in touch with Joel. He might know how to do that. Because he's a musical guy. He might know of the sound.
Well, all I would need is like people to make sounds or like sounds for like certain mobs. Like I have a wasp, but it doesn't have a sound right now because I don't really know how to make a fucking bee sound or wasp sound.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be pretty annoying.
The only thing I could think of doing, but I just don't want to get copywritten for it, is going to YouTube, looking up like bee wasp sound, and then taking that file and converting it to an OG file, which would allow me to put it in the game, and then use that file. But I'm not sure if I would get copywritten for that.
Actually, if I remember correctly, YouTube actually has fair use like section for the YouTube sound files thing. I think there's a filter for it on there. You know how they have like the whole index of different like sound files you can pick off their site?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you can filter it to be only, like Creative Commons.
Creative Commons, yeah.
That's the filter. I used it before for that's Commons.
Is it for?
Yeah, but yeah, it was for the same thing. For that game, it had the
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we weren't allowed to use any copyrighted material, so everything in that is fair use stuff that I pulled off of the internet, except for the player sprite that I did myself.
Yeah.
But, honestly, that wouldn't be too, I don't imagine that, I would imagine they'd have bee or like wasp sounds on there.
Yeah. Yeah, out of all my bosses, the probably like the most plain like bosses I have are the Goblin Rebel, which is just like a stronger variant of the Goblin, and then a fucking Queen Wasp, which she doesn't really have that many like cool effects. Like she rams into you and then she shoots like a poison ball at you, but that's about it. Like she's a pretty easy boss. Like they're kind of,
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, well, those are supposed to be like the starter bosses, like bosses that you could fight in the beginning without getting too far into the game.
Right. And I think that I like simplicity. I've been playing a lot of BO3 custom maps.
Yeah.
Over the course of the last year that I've had my PC.
Yeah.
And I found that simple new things added to them are always better than something that's super complicated. Because one, if it's simple but effective, people usually, at least in my opinion, I like it more. When you talked about a Queen Wasp as a boss, I like that. I think that sounds cool. Just like an encounter like that.
Oh yeah, it is an encounter in the wild because there's hive blocks, and if you break them, they have a very small chance to summon her, but they're almost guaranteed to summon a wasp every time you break them. And the reason you want to break them is because they're basically spawners for wasps. Like that block is the reason why there's so many wasps in the jungle.
Now that's cool, and that feels organic, and it's pretty simple. So I like that idea in and of itself. I just think it sounds cool to me.
Yeah,
I would play it, and I would do that because I would farm a lot. Do they have a unique drop or anything?
I haven't added it yet because I have to do sprite work on it, but I want them to drop stingers, which is going to be ammo for this gun that I added. Or it's not really a gun; it's kind of like a ranged weapon that the Queen Wasp drops. That you can shoot her poison balls if you get it, but you need stingers as ammo.
I love that. I absolutely love that. If I were to suggest something, I would say that the Queen Wasp should drop a piece to it, and then you should use something from maybe the other wasp things, maybe divide it up into 3 objects, and then you craft it, and then you kill wasps to get the stingers too.
Yeah, that would make sense.
There's a purpose on it. No, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm seriously, like, that's super cool. I think, really, and then, right? Oh, there's full. That was it. 4, right there. 12. Oh, that's it. Yeah. So honestly, yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea.
Thank you.
No, yeah. I mean, there's so much. How about scan the QR code to download the app? So yeah, no, I mean, damn, that is just so cool.
I mean, I could have 3 jungle.
When did you come up with the idea to do all that?
So I've been planning it since the beginning of 2020. It's just I haven't really like gone with my original ideas. I've like kind of spun off from them. Because the first time around I did make a mod and I liked it, but I didn't like the direction it went because it just felt very non-vanilla, and I want that vanilla aspect still. So like that's kind of why I scrapped the idea. But I did like a lot of features from that. Like that was the first time I ever added custom plants, which like you'd be able to grow bananas and shit, which wasn't that was like the first time doing that. So I'm like, okay, this is a cool idea. So I brought some of that over to this, and have been putting plants that have organic things that you can collect like that.
See, that's cool too. I mean, like, there was a lot that from the stuff you showed me that I thought was just like really, really cool just to like see. I mean, the fact that you have like the different structures and everything, like organically spawning, and the coolest part for me was like when you showed me that, like, I don't know, I guess I would call it a tomb, right?
The shrine or whatever. Yeah, I don't know really what you would call it. I kind of just named it shrine in the file for it.
Okay, well, that space, it seems organic. Like, you're digging around and you find like this, little like
ancient structure.
Honestly, I think it is a tomb. If I knew anything about it,
you'd think it's a tomb.
That it's a tomb where it's like the guy who had the hammer before, just sort of like he died and they buried it there with him, and they buried all this stuff with him.
Yeah, like the way you actually get the hammer is you need the original base hammer, which is called, what is it? Just Great Hammer. It's just a Great Hammer, and you get that by fighting the Goblin boss. So once you obtain that, then you combine it with a lightning tome, which is what you get out of the chest sometimes. It's a rare thing to get from one of those rare chests.
Yeah.
And the lightning tome on it by its own is a weapon. It's just not controlled lightning. Like you spawn lightning random places. Like every time you click it, it spawns like behind you, in front of you. It's never direct. So putting that on the hammer makes it direct. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that.
You're kind of using this ability, to your advantage.
Yeah. No, I mean seriously, it's just super impressive. And I think, as you continue developing it, judging by where it is right now, if you stick to that core design, because I've always liked that, like mods that add simple shit to Minecraft where it's not like, oh, you can fire off a nuclear warhead. Like that's
it's a bit much, yeah, for sure.
If there's a build up to it, it's fine. Like if it's an industrialized mod, like the ones that like let you use electricity and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's different for me. But if it's just like, well, you just place this item and you can start launching missiles, it's like, well.
The only thing that I would say is really overpowered in my mod right now, the only item at least, is called the Infinite Hourglass, and the only way to get that is to kill the Inner Dragon, and he has a very rare chance to drop it. All it does is allow you to skip one day, and it has a cooldown for another day. And then you can skip a night or a day. You can choose.
That's cool.
So it allows you to bend time, but only for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's not super overpowered because there is a cooldown and you have to wait. But
if you wanted to build on that concept, I just had a thought that you could add one that where it's an item that stops the day and night cycle for 1 day, like for the length of an average day.
Yeah, like
That'd
disables
cool
it. And then there's a tick update that will re-enable it once it's over. Yeah, that I can do that.
I think that'd be cool too. Obviously, these are just suggestions because I know that you didn't get many of those when you released it public, but
yeah, just because people, I don't know, like they're more like focused on, I guess, their own mod. Because I've released into the forum, so a lot of them have their own mods, anyways. It's just like I noticed with a lot of them, they don't ever really. They don't want feedback because, like, I've seen people comment on their posts like, "Oh, you should change this," and then they start yelling at them like, "I've spent so much time on this mod and shit." Like, I want that kind of feedback. You know what I mean? I don't want to deny it.
Right? No,
that's exactly what you want. Yeah. I'm honestly like. I honestly, yeah, like if you get it, if you get PC, you should definitely. Well, PC Minecraft, you should definitely get MC Creator because it is a free thing too. It's a free tool. You just have to have Minecraft, yeah.
Wow, dude, that is actually. I mean, that was always kind of something that every kid born in our
generation
age range has always wanted to do that. But I mean, the fact that you were able to pull that off is just wow.
Yeah, like I originally started like. Even back in the day when I used to play PE on my like old crappy Android phone, I made mods then. It's just they weren't great. They were just like the Ender Sword or this and that, and they didn't do anything special. You know what I mean? Like I've always wanted the mod like correctly. I just never knew how to do it until like I got this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, what really intrigued me about what you said was the fact that you put in work to build a story for it. Like. If you kept pursuing that, I think that that's the coolest thing about the mod is the fact that it's like you actually spawn in and with everything that you're doing. There's like it almost kind of seems natural that things would progress in that direction. Unlike what Minecraft typically does, where it's like, why not?
Yeah, like I mean, I technically added factions, so like there's the goblins don't like the pirates because there are pirate mobs and they don't like goblins either. So like they're kind of at war with each other, and the goblins are like kind of enslaved by the pirates because goblins aren't really that strong. They have a really rare. They have like a really rare material, but it's just not. It's not really that strong. It's kind of just like it's built into their culture because that's all they've ever known. So they always use like I haven't really came up with a name for it yet, but a lot of their equipment's old and rusted now. So it's called rusty old helmet. Rusty like I haven't really worked on names for them yet, but the material is kind of like there's better material out there. It's just they're sticking with it because they think they got to stick with tradition almost.
That just made me think of a funny thought. Wouldn't it be cool if by manner means I don't really know right now because again I'm not the one developing it, but wouldn't it be cool if you like got your hands on like some of that goblin material and then like you smelted it or something and like basically cleaned off the rust and it was like a really good material, like
it's just decayed over time. Like
if you restore the metal itself, it's actually like really durable or something like that.
Yeah, like maybe there's none of it left. There's none of it left like naturally in the overworld, so the only way to really get it to its original state is by combining with like netherite or something.
Yeah, something like like a lot. Ooh, that'd be sick. What if? Okay, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know how to code this, so if it's too heavy, then obviously you can take it in whatever direction you want. It's your mod. But it would be really cool if like it was a rare drop from goblins, like you got their helmet or their chest plate or something.
Oh like yeah, that's already a thing.
You used the magma cauldron, dropped it in there with like maybe a piece of netherite or something, and it cleaned it. and made it like pristine again, or like you restored it somehow with a certain item, and it made it like really nice.
Yo, I can already do that because I have a block that's already kind of does that. It's called what is it called? Oh, it's under blocks. It's not under items. It's called the Impurity Furnace. And right now was to create coins because I didn't have a way to create coins. So the way you do it is you need nuggets of that certain ingot. So for copper's case, you need copper nuggets, and then you smelt them in the Impurity Furnace by clicking on it. Because I don't have the GUI set up, but you click on it and it removes it from your inventory. Then it pops out a coin. So I could do the same thing for that, and it like you put in both netherite and that, and it pops out the better ingot.
See, that would be cool. Or, like, again, I was saying, you know, because you said, I found it fascinating that you said since it doesn't spawn naturally anymore, I think that the coolest thing you could do for it, the absolute coolest thing, would be only dropped, like, in its finished state. And like you said, like, if it's a helmet, you place it in the Impurity Furnace, and it spits out
the ingot
of the purified version of the metal. So you have to kill multiple goblins, but then you can melt it down and recreate the armor in its pristine state, and then it's really good.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
I think that makes sense.
That, and it's like,
that would be like
and it's unique, for sure. That's a definitely unique way to do it. A lot of mods don't do that shit.
I think that'd be cool. Because what you've developed, and that's what I seriously liked, was like the fact that the goblins carry around the little satchels, and inside of them they hold like a bunch of items, and they have a chance to be something rare. Like they wandered around, found a bunch of shit, were collecting it in this thing, you picked up the satchel from them, and if they happened to find a katana sticking up out of the ground, and they stuck it in there, you were like, oh, well, that's cool, now I have it.
Yeah, like a lot of them are uncraftable. Like you can't craft a katana. The only way to get it is to get one of those satchels. I wanted to make a lot of items like that too, because a lot of things with mods is like, oh, you can craft everything. And I'm like, I don't like that. I want there to be items that you actually have to work for, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, was like, I think that would be cool if, because you're saying the ingot wouldn't spawn naturally via an ore, that, because that happens in real life. Like, I remember watching Game of Thrones back before, like, the end of it. Like, they did that with the like, swords made out of the special metal and stuff. They would melt them down into, like, liquid metal, basically, and forge new swords out of them that were, like, made from, like, I think it was 2 short swords made out of, like, this really durable metal. And they melted them down into one broadsword made of the same metal. And it was, like, you know, really cool, obviously, but that would be super cool.
Yeah, for sure.
The goblins don't know how to do that because they're not like the most intelligent race.
They're kind of primitive.
Like whole thing. That would be sick. If you could add that, that would literally be like.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list now for sure. Because I needed feedback and ideas, so that's definitely on my list. Because I have a big ass list on my phone. I've been writing it in notes, like all the ideas.
That is super cool. Yeah, I mean. I know you said you wanted to hear more about my concept when I come over tomorrow, but honestly, I'd like to go back and forth.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like to see your list.
Yeah, that would be cool. Definitely. I want to know more about your game for sure.
Yeah. Dude, that is sick. That would be so cool. I would love to be... If I can help in any way, I would love to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah. I'd love for you to be on the development team. Because technically, if you were to get... the same thing, I could send you the file and you can edit it from there, and then you can release updates too.
That would be really cool.
We could work on updates together, literally.
I would love to be a part of it. That just sounds fun. I'd love to be a part of the team. Finally, a group project where I get to pick my partner.
Yeah.
I would love that. That would be amazing. Here, I'll take the bag. No, that would be. I mean, yeah. I'll download the app. Do I need to have Java to actually have the app, or?
I'm not sure. Actually, you can maybe just try to get the app and then get Forge for 1.16.
Okay, I'll see if I can.
Because both of those are free, right? Isn't Forge free? I think.
Yeah, Forge is free.
Yeah,
Forge is
so as long as
definitely
Forge is free, I think you're good to go, because all you really need is Forge. You don't even need Minecraft, you just need Forge to run, you know.
Yeah, to run the... Yeah. Thanks. That would be really, really cool.
For sure,
Dude.
yeah. And maybe you can do your own mod, too, because I would love to see what you come up with, too.
The potential with your mod that I like the most is the fact that you basically open up a natural progression to more mystical stuff. So you have all these bosses with like different stories behind them and how they're like, you know, unique to the world and things like that, and where they derive their, you know, race from, their abilities from, things like that.
Yeah.
I think really leaning into that, like if I could develop models and shit like that, you know, and even code some stuff in, I think that would be the coolest part, would be to just have like, eventually, when you get to like the real end game of whatever you decide that would be, I think the coolest thing would be to be like, you get to this boss where it's like some insane shit, where it's like, you know,
you can't even fathom it or whatever.
Yeah, where it's like actually, you know, beyond normal Minecraft, but it builds up to that. Like, you start at the bottom with the Queen Wasp, and you end with some, like, you know, Ender Dragon Wither hybrid creature thing. That's a hypothetical idea. Don't take that literally.
Oh, I want to dabble in Lovecraft a little bit, because technically Cthulhu is mentioned in Minecraft, and it's a very subtle thing because it's in the enchantment table. He's mentioned, so like thus making it canon in my head canon. Okay.
Head canon.
So I might add some kind of like Lovecraftian abomination that like after you go to the end, after you do all this, like you then progress to like, you know, stuff you can't even fathom.
Yeah. See, that would be cool, because you know how the end achievement says the end ? And then it says the end period?
Yeah.
Like, I always thought, wouldn't it be sick if, like, somewhere in the end there was another portal that could spawn, and then you get, like, even deeper, because, like, how you explain with the deeper nether?
Yeah.
You could just go deeper into the end, and at the end of it you fight some Lovecraftian beast.
Yeah, like, somehow you get just trapped in time, like, trapped in dimensions, like, a dimension you can't even, like that's not natural at all, like very alienated.
Yeah, like, okay, here's one, and this would be a Herculean task that would probably take years of work from both of us. But like, imagine, right? Imagine there are multiple variants to the hourglass item you brought up, right?
Yeah.
And you know how when you throw an end pearl into the Ender City portal, it like sort of allows you to teleport to the end city, like you can't actually just walk into it.
Yeah.
Imagine there was a throwable hourglass that you threw into a portal, like in the end city, and you had to have multiple of them to get to the last dimension spot where you fight this last boss for the mod.
Oh yeah, like you have to find all of them.
Right. Like, you would have to fight multiple bosses to craft multiple items to get to this last space, and it's like the hardest boss in the game. You know?
Yeah, like that's like the whole dimension is basically where the boss is.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I think that would be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And it would be a real way to capstone off the mod, because a lot of mods are just like, you know, and that's it. You know, it ends like, you fight a boss, you get a really overpowered item, and then that's the end of the game, you know?
Yeah.
But like having it build up and be like, and this is where the Ender Dragon comes from, would be a super neat way to just really lean into that whole lore that you said you were working with. I love that.
Like kind of like a corruption of Ender, because I feel like the Endermen were corrupted, like you said. Like,
yeah.
At one point they might have been like white or something, for all we know.
Yeah, no, I think that it would be cool if they were, like, if you leaned into that where it was like, okay, so the Ender Dragon is just a servant of another, like, entity, and they follow the story, and then at the end you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that would be crazy.